Welcome, I'm Buffy and this is Buffy Designs. In this video I have a few cute holiday DIYs for Halloween and Christmas. And yes, I said Christmas, so you don't want to miss what I've got in store and stay tuned. For my first DIY, I went to Dollar Tree and grabbed some of these houses. I thought they were really cute. And I had one of their little long signs on the side there and thought this would be cute to make a little village. So I'm just giving each of these pieces just one coat of the black folk art chalk paint because it covered pretty well. I didn't need to give it more than that. So then I had these leftover pieces of the same kind of wood in my stash, and I just am painting the top portions because what I'm going to do is glue it to the back of this middle house to be able to glue it onto the piece of wood there so that it stands up. So now I'm taking some of this folk art castle colored paint and I'm just going to do peaks on each of those triangular tops and just kind of to give it more dimension than just plain black. You could totally leave it black at this point and just decorate around it if you'd like, but I kind of wanted to give it more dimension. So now I'm just using a paint stick to put lines down so that it gives it that additional dimensional look, and then making those peaks kind of more swoopy and thicker so that it's more of a rooftop. So I'm just doing the same thing to the very tips of each of the peaks. And then on both peaks of the sides I kind of incorporated it a little bit into this center there so it made it stand out from the back of the house, if that makes sense, so it looks like peaks on there. And then I went through each of the other two houses and did similar to each of them, and then highlighted kind of around the windows and door. So I had this piece left over from another project that's from our yard, and I went out into our yard and grabbed a couple of twigs because I want to make a scary Halloween tree. So I kind of already had that bigger piece cut at a slant, and it was perfect because now I can just glue these other branches onto it to make it kind of look like a tree. And I just kind of glued where the leaves are falling off, and I cut down some of the twigs that were a little longer than I wanted and just kind of glued it to the base, which is the trunk of the tree. And when it was done, it turned out pretty cute. So here is just holding it down. It was getting kind of hot. I couldn't hold it until it cooled down a little bit. So I just wanted to make sure that it stays, and then I just started gluing other ones and kind of just broke off the bottom pieces of them so they were shorter, and just glued it around to where I thought it would make a cute tree. So then I took it outside and used my chalkboard spray paint and gave it a couple of good coats, let it dry, and then gave it a little bit more to touch up the areas that I might have missed. And then after all of it was done, I sprayed it with some clear. So with the clear on it, it will help protect it from falling apart, I hope. And so now I'm just going to glue it to the back portion of the village between the two houses, and have to hold it there for, a minute or so and just keep it down so that it stays. And then I'm getting some of this moss from the Dollar Tree and just spreading it around the base of the tree. Of course, you have to glue it. So you know the little fillers that they have that have these cute little pumpkins in it at the Dollar Tree? I'm just using those cute little pumpkins to place around the houses. And now the Dollar Tree has a mixture of natural looking rocks, and I'm just gluing all of the like darker ones with a little bit of white here and there as well to kind of blend together. And then on certain spots I'm putting some moss and some more of those pumpkins, and then finishing it off with other rocks here and there. So then I'm just taking a wood round. I'm not sure if Dollar Tree has them, but I got mine on Etsy, and I'm painting it with the Waverly plaster color and just giving it a good coat all the way around. And I didn't show this part, but I already had put some paint on it. And I'm showing you that I did. And then I kind of would brush it on and then wipe it off to give it a smeared kind of look, so it looked like a moon. And then I'm just going to glue it to the back of that tip of the house there, so it looks like a moon shining in, and just giving it more dimension. And then I ended up painting a couple of bats on it too. Later you'll see. Now I've got one of those little wood cutouts. It's an owl from the Dollar Tree, and the little packets of different ones that they have. I'm just giving it a bunch of different colors. Truffle, I think it was that castle color, and then I ended up using some yellow acrylic paint to kind of highlight over the tops of the ears and that, and the wings, to give it more dimension. But after I put it in the tree, you probably can't really see it. I might have to paint it a little better. So that yellow gave me an idea for the moon, and just to give it a little bit more dimension too. So I put some of that yellow over just the top to highlight the moon. And now I'm just gluing that cute little owl in. Turned out really cute. So now I'm just finishing putting the rocks where there's a few little empty spots there. Now I thought it would be a good idea to print on some tissue paper, like some silhouette ghost, like in a window and door kind of thing. So I found some on Google and just printed them on my tissue paper, and now I'm just Mod Podging them to a couple pieces of wood, and they turned out cute. It looks like little ghosts in the doorway and a ghost in the window to make it look more haunted. So now I'm just going to glue around the edges, and then stick this one into the bigger door on that main middle house, and making sure it's in there right. And then this is just going upstairs in that same house, because that middle one is the haunted house. The rest are just normal homes. So then, to make it look more finished, I'm just painting the back of these black, just to make it more cohesive, and that you can't see that piece of wood sticking out more. So I'm just showing you that I bought these lights. They're cork ones, but they worked fine and perfect for this. And I'm just putting the lights in each of those windows, and you'll see at the end. I think it turned out cute. Let me know in the comments below what you think. So this next DIY is 2-in-1, and I got these stackable pumpkins from Five Below, and as soon as I saw them and put them together, I thought of this DIY. I'm not going to tell you until you see actually what I'm doing with them. So I'm horrible at spray painting things, and this took me a while, but I gave it like 2 or 3 coats to cover up that black pumpkin. So now I took the top one off, and I am creating a face. So I'm not going to tell you yet what it is until you see the next step. So I'm just getting them as even as I can, and it doesn't have to be exact, perfect. And now I'm just giving them some eyebrows. Kind of how I paint my own on. So now I'm creating his nose, and you can probably guess from the hat in the back that this is going to be a snowman. So I'm putting the carrot nose on here and getting that all dimensionally so that it will fit his face better. So I didn't like how the eyes were totally round, and so I took the paint off and straightened it out so it's kind of like, I don't know, your bottom part of your eye, and it came out a lot better this way. It looks cuter, and so I just fixed that, and then I changed the mouth too eventually later. I didn't like that mouth. So now I'm just putting the highlights on the pupils of the eye. This really turned out cute. I'm really excited for you to see. And then I just put some white under the eye. It kind of gave it more of a bright looking under the eye. And then now I'm just making the carrot dimensions a little bit better so you can tell it's a carrot. And see, I wiped off those dots, and now I'm just making a smiley face. And I thought it would be cute to match how the eyes were, to give it that little like indent on the side of the mouth so that it creates the cheek looking kind of thing. And so I did that on both sides, of course. And I thought I was recording and I didn't, but I just put some of this pastel pink on a paper towel and blotted it for the cheeks. So then I just clicked it on the top, and now I am creating the little buttons for this cute little snowman. Now I've got these, they're just picks that you can buy for flower arrangements, and I got them at the thrift store, and I used them for some Christmas decor before, but I thought this would be perfect for arms. So I took off all of those pine cones, and I just made a hole there with a knife and stuck those in each side. And be careful with the knife. And look how cute. Now I have some of that cute burlap ribbon, and I'm just going to make a cute little scarf and tie it in a knot and make it look like a scarf. I'm just dovetailing the ends and just wrapping it around and tying in a knot. And it's cute because the wired ribbon will sit really cute like a scarf blowing, so it ends up cute. See? So now that hat, I bought this one and another one at the same time at the thrift store, and I thought it was just really super cute. and now I get to use it. So I just cut a hole with a knife big enough so that it would hold over the top of the stem of the pumpkin, and just making sure it's arranged. And look how cute he is. I love him. He just turned out so super cute, and I can't wait for winter time to come and show him off at Christmas. You'll have fun making these. They were so much fun. So now I thought it would be a cute idea to have a reversible pumpkin stack here. So I'm just taking off the cute little ribbon, and I'm going to glue this Dollar Tree skeleton on the back. And I just molded it down so it would fit the pumpkin, and just making sure it's all glued down enough to stay in place. And that was easy. It was just so easy just to stick that on, and don't glue the arms down. You just want to glue the legs and the body and head. And see, you just hold the arms out onto the cute little arms of the snowman. So here is this other little hat that I found with the other one, and it's like a lantern. And I'm just taking all the Christmassy stuff off, but I liked how it had kind of a glittery look to it. And so here I just drilled a few holes to start the snipping process in order to make a hole big enough for it to sit over the pumpkin top. And look how cute. And I love him. Look how he looks on my porch. He is so funny looking. I mean, so adorable. He looks like he's gonna go dancing. I just love it. I hope you do too. Well, I love how they all turned out. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I'll be posting things all the time, and I hope you try these out for yourself. I love how it changed from Halloween to Christmas with a happy ending. Thank you so much, and have a great day.